Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Shruti Smriti Puranana Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yakrupatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam Paramananda Madhavam. We are starting the third module of the Vedanta Vijnana. The first module was introducing you to the basic concepts of Vedanta, the basic thoughts, concepts, definitions, terms, ideas. That was the first module. And we covered that through Atma Bodha, which is a Prakarana Grantha, meaning introductory text. So that we covered that. And the second module was the Bhagavad Gita chapter 2 and chapter 15. So that took you a little forward, where you saw how these concepts are presented to give the philosophical insights, the whole thought of Vedanta, how the Bhagavad Gita presents. We took Bhagavad Gita chapter 2 because that is a summary of the Bhagavad Gita. And Bhagavad Gita is a summary of Vedanta. So when we say summary of Bhagavad Gita, it is summary of Vedanta. But chapter 2 we took because it is summary in prospect. The whole Vedanta is, the whole Bhagavad Gita, the essence is given in chapter 2. This Vedanta Vijnana course is essential Vedanta for a transformed life. So whatever is the essence of Vedanta, we are trying to bring out in this course. So second chapter gave you the summary. Then we went to the 15th chapter, a very short chapter. But Bhagavan Sri Krishna himself says that this is the essence of Vedanta. Iti guhyatamam shastram. Bhagavan Sri Krishna himself says it is. Shastra, the term, is a very philosophical term. It means the complete presentation of the entire science of knowledge, or the complete presentation of the knowledge is called Shastra. Prakarana means topic. Shastra means completion. Okay? So that is the beauty of chapter 15. So chapter 2 and chapter 15 form the second module. Now we enter into the third module, and which is the Mundaka Upanishad. Then we have one more module after Mundaka Upanishad, which is the Bhagavad Gita chapter 18. So Bhagavad Gita, you have 3 chapters which are summary chapters. Summary in prospect. Prospect means what is going to come. Summary in prospect is a chapter 2. Summary in retrospect is chapter 18. So again, that is also summary, but it's a different way of summary. One summary is what I'm going to tell you. Another summary is what I have told you. You see, that is chapter 18. So that will come at the end. Why have you kept in the end? Bhagavad Gita gives the essence of Vedanta, we know. But how Bhagavan Shri Krishna wants us to practically apply this Vedanta in our life. What is Bhagavan Shri Krishna's thoughts on the matter? Very practically he will bring it out. That is chapter 18. So that we want to use it for conclusion. But why have we taken Mundaka Upanishad to study? You all must be knowing that many Upanishads are there. Isha, Kena, Kata, Mundaka, Mandukya, Aitreya, Taitreya, Chandogya, Brihadaranyaka. There are 108 Upanishads considered to be, to be studied. 108 is there. So out of them, the first 10 Upanishads have been commented by Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya himself. And following the commentary of Adi Shankaracharya, other great acharyas also, they have also commented upon them. So Shankaracharya is like the first. Before him there might have been, but what we have is Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya's commentaries. At least 2 millenniums at least old. Still preserved, we are studying. So out of these 108 Upanishads, 10 Upanishads Bhagavan Shankaracharya has commented. And out of the 10, the 5th one is Mundaka. Isha, Kena, Kata, Prashna, Munda. So this is the 5th one. Mundaka, the 5th one. It's not Mandukya, okay? Mundaka, the people have a confusion. Mandukya, they say is Mundaka, No, it is Mundaka. So Mundaka is the 5th Upanishad. So why we have chosen this Mundaka Upanishad for our study in Vedanta Vijnana course? Because the beauty of Mundaka Upanishad is its comprehensive presentation of the Vedantic ideas. Remember, essential Vedanta for a transformed life. So essential, whatever Vedantic thoughts are there, complete, comprehensive, all important ones are presented. If you have to choose one Upanishad, Mundaka Upanishad will have to stand tall among the 108 Upanishads. So that's why we have taken Mundaka Upanishad. So now do you see? How many of you are joined only for Mundaka Upanishad? Not earlier. Just a few of you are there. So in case you want to do the other aspects of the course also, you can definitely do it. I'm sure you can give them the information. Meenakshi ji can later on give. So those if you want to join, and you can do it along with it, because this session is once in a month, once in a week, right? Sunday we are meeting, and for those who are online, the same is presented also in the evening for them, right? And then you have also the recording in your dashboard. If you are online, then you have the video also recording is there. On site, you have the audio recording with you. So that way everything is available, so you can catch up. Catch up does not mean you can miss and then catch up. Nothing equals coming here in Sandipani, in Pujya Gurudev's ashrama, under the benign presence of Sri Swami Tapavanji here, Gurudev here, in this beautiful Saraswati Nilaya, and studying. Nothing equals that. But everyone will not be able to come here, right? So it is available, so you can use it to study. So now we have seen why we have chosen Mundaka Upanishad, and we have seen also the organization of the entire course. I think now we should go into the study of the Mundaka Upanishad. But before we go into Mundaka Upanishad study, what is the What is the greatness of the Upanishadic literature? Just a little thoughts on that. The foundational Shastra, the foundational wisdom of the entire Vedantic thought is in the form of three, what can you say, three kinds of Shastras. And they're called Prasthana. Prasthana means foundational. So one is the Shruti Prasthana, the Shruti foundation. Another is a Smriti. So Shruti Prasthana you have, then you have Smriti Prasthana, then you have Nyaya Prasthana. Shruti is revealed text. Shruti, revelation. Shruti, not authored, revelation. Then Smriti is authored. Literally, Smriti means reflected upon, reflection. So authored, it refers to somebody's reflection which is presented in the form of a work, Smriti. So Shruti Prasthana Shruti is the Veda. Vedas are not authored works. Vedas are revealed. The rishis in their deep meditation, to them these Vedas were revealed. Therefore we call them a Shruti Prasthana. Shruti means they have listened to it. So which means what? It was revealed to them and they got it. That is the intent behind saying Shruti. Then in the Shruti Prasthana you have the Veda, and in the Veda, the philosophical portion of the Veda, guiding you into deep thoughts about the nature of the self, what is the world, why life, what purpose it is, how do I live my life, how do I gain the ultimate truth through a disciplined life, what is the ultimate truth. Now all these aspects are taken up in the philosophical portion, which is called Vedanta, which is the Upanishads. The term Vedanta is a word to represent the Upanishadic thought. Vedanto nama Upanishad Pramanam. What is Vedanta? What is the Vedanta? Veda is knowledge. Vedanta is culmination of knowledge. So which gives that culmination of knowledge? The Upanishads gives that culminating wisdom. What do you mean by culminating? Culmination is final knowledge. What is that knowledge which brings about a finality to us? What is the knowledge after gaining which we feel fulfilled? You know, knowledge always has a tendency. The more you know you do not know. That is knowledge, is it not? So knowledge is very dangerous actually. It reveals your ignorance. It is good in a way. But what is that knowledge which gives you fulfillment, contentment, completion? See, it's opposite, so to say, to ignorance. So that is called culminating knowledge. Culminating knowledge, fulfilling knowledge, final knowledge, absolute knowledge. So that kind of meaning. So that is called Vedanta. And this is presented by the Upanishads. And Upanishads becomes the source for this knowledge, wisdom. So Shruti Prasthana. Then you have Smriti Prasthana. In Smriti Prasthana, Smriti means, as I said, is reflection, it's authored. So this wisdom of the Upanishads, when it is presented by a saint, so what is Smriti? What is Shruti? Shruti is revealed knowledge. Upanishads are revealed knowledge. They're part of the Vedas. What is Smriti? The same Vedic wisdom, here we are talking of Vedanta, same Upanishadic wisdom, when reflected and presented in a way, in a manner, with a certain purpose in mind. For example, the purpose of Bhagavad Gita is what? The purpose of Bhagavad Gita is take the entire Upanishadic wisdom and make it into a garland of thoughts so that it gives you a very clear understanding of the Vedantic wisdom. That is the purpose. But see, so what Bhagavad Gita is doing is that looks at the entire Upanishadic thought and brings all the thoughts and then presents it in a fashion to get a comprehensive understanding. So, Bhagavad Gita does not deal with Kena Upanishad. Bhagavad Gita does not deal with Kathopanishad. Bhagavad Gita does not deal with Mundaka Upanishad. Bhagavad Gita does not deal with Mandukya Upanishad. Bhagavad Gita does not deal with Kali Santarana Upanishad. Bhagavad Gita does not deal with Varaha Upanishad. Bhagavad Gita deals with the entire Upanishadic thought. Sarvo Upanishado Gavo Dogdha Gopala Nandanaha Partho Vatsa Sudhir Bogdha Partho Vatsa Sudhihi Bhokta Dugdam Gitamrutam Mahat. If all the Upanishads are cows, Bhagavad Gita is the milk of all these cows. Now that is the purpose of Smriti. So what does Smriti do? Smriti takes the Upanishads, which is a source. That is a source. And presents it in a manner. In a certain manner, according to the author's purpose. Different Smritis will have different purposes. But they all have one same common. What is that? The saint has reflected upon it and presented it. So it's an authored work. As far as Bhagavad Gita is concerned, there is no common saint. It is Bhagavan Sri Krishna himself reflecting upon the Upanishadic thoughts. Can you say Bhagavan Krishna is a saint? He is more than a saint. He can't be limited. He is Bhagavan himself, whose manifestation the saints are. A spark of Bhagavan is a saint. This is Bhagavan Sri Krishna himself. But nevertheless, it is authored. Huh? So Bhagavan Sri Krishna's presentation to Arjuna, Bhagavan Vedavyasa, the great saint Vedavyasa has presented it. Vyasena gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam. Right? The same thoughts. It is Sri Krishna's thoughts presented through the pen of Sri Vedavyasa, for whom Lord Ganesha was a scribe. What a combination. So that is Bhagavad Gita. So Shruti, and then you have Smriti. Then you have the Nyaya Prasthana, which is a little, Nyaya means logic, reasoning. Nyaya Prasthana is through reasoning, the doubts and the confusions which can come during the study of Vedanta are dispelled. What did you say? Through logic and reasoning, the doubts, the confusions which may arise to a student as they study Vedanta, they are all answered. They are all taken up, reasoned out, and answered in a very logical fashion. And that is done in the Brahma Sutra. Studied Vedanta to give that finality to that Vedantic understanding. If doubts and questions are all there, that is Brahma Sutra. So Brahma Sutra is called Nyaya Prasthana. Why Nyaya? Because logic, reasoning, because confusions and doubts can be removed by reasoning only, or not? I have a confusion, I have a doubt. How do you remove a doubt? By reasoning it out, you remove your doubt. So using reasoning The same Vedanta is presented in a certain format through very pithy aphorisms. So that is Brahma Sutra, again authored by Sri Vedavyasa. Why again Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita? Now here you have also Brahma Sutra. Smriti Prasthana or Nyaya Prasthana, you have to note that the origin of it is the Shruti. The foundational texts are the Upanishads. Foundational, the basic, the source. All the three are foundational. That's why they are called Prasthana Traya. The Upanishads, which form the Shruti Prasthana, the Bhagavad Gita, which forms the Smriti Prasthana, the Brahma Sutra, which forms the Nyaya Prasthana. These are called Prasthana Traya. Prasthana means foundational. But of the foundational, the foundation is what? Is the Upanishad. So it's the foundation of the foundation is the Upanishad. And that foundation we are going to study. Is there anyone who is studying the Upanishad for the first time? There are a few people. Okay, fine. So please note that you are studying the very source of all that is called Vedanta. And to study this is purely the grace of the Lord and the Guru. Don't think I'm saying grace of the Lord and the Guru in a very, so to say, cliche. Always grace of, no, it's not like that. It's pure God's grace and pure Guru's Kripa that we are able to enter into such kind of works which are of the very highest order. Not sure how many people in the world have even heard the word Upanishad. I'm talking of world, okay? Upanishad word, how many people know? The word Upanishad also means Rahasya, because it is less known. And that we are able to study is indeed His grace and blessings. So let's make the best of it. I'm not assuring you that, everything you hear first time you will understand, because these are all very deep works. But we will study, and you put your effort and you will understand. You're sitting in Saraswati Nilaya of Sandipni Sadhanalaya, established by Pujya Gurudev Swami Chinmayananji. Please remember, there's a great source of support and great grace surrounding for you in this endeavor. Keep helping all of us. I also studied here only, in this very Sandipni Sadhanalaya, and we are all studying the same work. Okay? So as we begin, let us invoke that grace of the Lord, that blessings of the Guru. Do not just study this work, but also to internalize this knowledge, to transform our lives, to walk the path to spiritual fulfillment, and to gain that final liberation. Shri Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. The word Upanishad means Brahma Vidya. Upanishad Shabdena Brahma Vidya Uchyate. How does the word Upanishad means Brahma Vidya? Upa means to go near. To go near means to reach the teacher. Upa. So that tells you this knowledge should not be studied by oneself. It has to be studied under the guidance of the Guru. Upa. Ni refers to that Nishta. Ni refers to that Nitaram, constant. It refers to constant effort. So gaining the knowledge from the teacher, one needs to apply one's effort, nishtha. The word sad, upa over, ni pisa sad. Sad has got a few meanings. One important meaning of sad is to destroy. So going to the teacher and abiding in the knowledge, ignorance gets destroyed. So sad, destroyed. Sad has one more meaning, which means to take you to. So going to the Guru, abiding in the knowledge which he gives, you are led to Brahman. That is that sad, to lead one. Sad has got one more meaning, and that meaning is to loosen, to kind of loosen, let us say, loosen. Sad, so what it refers to is going to the teacher, gaining which knowledge all these samsaric bondages gets loosened from us. Dukkha, pain, sorrow, all our weaknesses, all our low ways of thinking, the sufferings we invite to ourselves by our own wrong habits, thoughts. So all those things are weakened. So if I have to use a Sanskrit word, the three meanings, Visharana, Gati, Avasadhana. Visharana is to destroy. Gati is to guide you to. And Avasadhana is to loosen. Avasadhana. Visharana, Gati, Avasadhana. So that is the meaning of the word Upanishad. So Upanishad refers to that knowledge, gaining which from the Guru and abiding in which the ignorance is destroyed. One is led to Brahman, and all one's weaknesses, all one's sufferings, all one's samsara are all loosened, taken off. Shitili Karanam. They all go to tatters. Sorrow goes to tatters after Brahma Vidya. Okay? So this is the meaning of the word Upanishad. The Upanishads have got various names. Usually the names of the Upanishads are based on the first word. Some of the Upanishads have the names beginning with the first word. Not usually, some of the Upanishads. For example, Keno Upanishad starts with the word Kena. Kene Shitam Patati. So Keno Upanishad. Ishavasya Upanishad. Ishavasyam Idam Sarvam. The first word. Some Upanishads have the name based on the Shaka from which they come from. Shaka means that Vedic branch. So Taittiriya Upanishad. Taittiriya Shaka. Like that. Some Upanishads have got certain names which give some idea about the Upanishad, about its extent and so on. For example, Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. It's a very vast Upanishad. So Brihadaranyakam, like a vast forest. So different names of the Upanishads come from different reasons. This word Mundaka Upanishad, how does this word Mundaka come? You all know Munda means the head, right? Mundaka. What is Mundaka? We should shave our head like these brahmacharis found here. Mundaka. They're called Mundana. They shave. This Mundaka Upanishad, the name is such because there was a vrata which the students of these Upanishads used to follow. And what is that? They used to keep fire on their head. Babre, kya ho raha hai? Fire. No, it's not like that. Fire on the head they put and all. So as part of that vrata, not vrata, as part of the practice while they study Upanishads, in their head they used to keep a pot in which fire was there. Shirasi tu analam drutva adyayetvad adhikaribihi namna mundakam ityuktam atharvanashtutehe shiraha. So the students used to keep a pot in which fire was kept before they used to start. This whole shaka they used to do like that, it seems. The traditional times, they used to do like that. So therefore this was called as Mundaka Upanishad. However, what is relevant to us is this, that as we study the Upanishad, we must study with a sense of deep devotion and dedication, and as a very sanctified effort it should be studied. That is what we have to understand. This Upanishad is from the Shaunaki Shaka. Upanishads have various shakas or branches. So Shaunaki Shaka, this is from the Atharvana Veda. Rig, Yajus, Sama, Atharvana Veda. This is from the Atharvana Veda. So before we enter into any Upanishad or any Vedic study, usually we chant the Shanti mantra of that Veda. So this is from the Atharvana Veda. The Shanti mantra is Bhadrang Karnebihi. So we will now read the first Shanti mantra. I will say, you can repeat after me and then we'll see the meaning. Om Bhadrang Karne Vishnuyama Deva Bhadram Pashe Makshabhirya Jatra Sthirairangai Stuštuvagum Sastanubhihi Vyashema Deva Hitam Yadayuhu Swasti na Indro Vruddhashravah Swasti na Pusha Vishwavedah Swasti nastaksho arishtanemihi Swasti no brahaspatir dadhatu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Can we all chant together? Have you all found the page where in the book it is? Number 9. Okay? Roman numeral 9. Together. Om Bhadrang Karne Vishnuyama Deva Bhadram Pashe Makshabhirya Jatra Istuštuvagum Sastanubhihi Vyashema Deva Hitam Yadayuhu Swasti na Indro Vruddhashravah Swasti na Pusha Spatir Dadhatu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. These mantras are called Shanti mantras. They end with Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. The word Shanti means peace. The word Shanti means cessation. Shanti. Cessation of what? Peace of what? Let there be the cessation of all obstacles which can arise during the period of my study. You are asking for certain peace that you can have so that you can make the best of this knowledge. If the mind is agitated, if there are a lot of troubles we are facing, then we won't be able to give full attention. It's not that we are afraid of troubles or problems. No. During the course of my study, let there not be any difficulties. During the course of my study. With this knowledge, I have the capacity to face all challenges of my life. But during this time, let there be. Obstacles can rise from three sources. One is from ourselves. We're coming to the class, but we are very tired during the class, then we can't get the best of it, is it not? We're coming to the session, but we fever or then we can't give our best. So it is asking for God's grace so that such kind of difficulties I don't have to face. During the course of my studies. So one Shanti is for obstacles that arise from me, within me. Or I have the feeling, I don't think I will be able to understand all these things. Then that is another obstacle. Or I don't think, this is the right place for me to study. Another obstacle. This ashram and all, I don't know what they do, how they are, I haven't. These are thoughts coming from us. So these kind of obstacles, either from thought, our own mind, our own body. So these are called the adhyatmika, related to oneself. Then adi bhautika. These are obstacles coming from surrounding. Just when you are about to start and come, a guest comes home. You don't know what to do now. Should I go or not now? The best thing is to tell the person, come on, Any obstacles which come from surrounding, from sources whom we know. Adi bhautika. Then you can also have obstacles coming from beyond your knowledge, or what you say, sources beyond your vicinity. Heavy rain, flooding of the road. Now, these are beyond your Adi Daivika, beyond the realm of your comprehension. So all these Shanti mantras, they call Shanti mantras because they are all prayers to seek that cessation of these three obstacles so that there is peace at the level, at your level, peace at the surrounding level, and peace from the realms beyond you, so that you can focus. That is the purpose of the Shanti mantras. Okay? So that's why they call Shanti mantras. Of course, each Shanti mantra has got a beautiful meaning because the words, these Vedic lines, they have their own meanings. which we shall see now. But all Shanti mantras will end with Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Do you know this Sahana Avatu? Shanti. Purnamada, do you know? Om Shanti Shanti. All of them will have the Shanti Shanti Shanti. Okay? And all of them are the Vaidika Shanti mantras. And as I said, different Vedas have different Shanti mantras, which is used for chanting for the study of a portion related to that Veda. So we are Atharvana Veda, so we are studying the Bhadram Karne Shanti mantra. Meaning is very beautiful. Om Bhadram Karne Shrunuyama Devaha. Om is a sound symbol of the Lord. So Om, that means invoking the Lord, invoking the Lord's grace. Om Bhadram Karne Shrunuyama Devaha. O Devas, Devas, O cosmic forces, O deities, the cosmic forces. So in the Vedic way of thought, the natural forces are called Devatas, the forces of nature. So you have Surya Devata, Vayu Devata, Agni Devata. These are all natural forces. These natural forces are seen as deities, divinities. So you have the water of the earth, so you don't harm the earth because there's a deity. You don't harm the forest because that is. You don't pollute the waters because that is Varuna Devata. So all of them are seen as living cosmic entities with whom I stay and who benefit me and whom I have to take care. That is the Vedic way of thought. So I am a citizen not just of a state or a country, I am a cosmic citizen. Because I stay in conjunction with the natural forces. O Devatas, what is my prayer unto you? Bhadram Karne Shrunuyama. May we all listen to the auspicious through our ears. Bhadram Karne. It is a prayer where all chant together. All means the student, the teacher, the student, one chants together. So invoking the Sankalpa Shakti, the power of thought of the entire collection, entire group. The power of collective thought. So together we all pray, O deities, please bless us so that we hear the auspicious. And in the context of the Vedic study, hear the auspicious means what? Hear the Vedic thought. Of course, here the auspicious also applies to other things which we have to hear, which are auspicious in nature. But here, may I hear the auspicious Vedas. May I hear to the teachings of the Upanishads as my Guru teaches me. May I be alert when I am listening to that. Bhadram Karne Shrunuyama Deva. Ears are one of the important sources of information which reaching us. Ears. The next one is the eyes. Of all the senses, the impact we get through our eyes and ears are very powerful. They are the audio-visual medium. Very powerful medium. Bhadram Pashyema. May I see what is auspicious. Because what I see and what I hear become part of me. Just as what I eat is part of me, what I see and hear is also part of me. I should be very careful. So, therefore, let me see what is auspicious. Let me see what is auspicious means what? Let me see the auspicious, and also let me be able to see the auspicious in and through everything. I can choose to see the negativity in you, and I can choose to see the positive in you. Is it not? May I become capable of seeing positivity everywhere. Seeing negativity everywhere, I become negative. Seeing positivity everywhere, I'll become positive. Bless me with that capacity. Sthirairangai tushtuvam saha tanubihi. May this body be a medium through which I accomplish my worship of you. Sthiraihi angaihi. Anga means limbs. May the limbs of my body have the capacity, and may my body have the ability to live a life dedicated unto higher things. Tushtuvam saha. May it be for worship of you. May it be for worship for you. May my life be in such a manner that whatever I do through my limbs, whatever I do through my body is worthy, has a stature of worship, and not be low and demeaning. May it be of such a high stature. May my actions reflect the glory of being a human, and let my actions not be like an animal. Let me be of a divine stature. Vyashema devahitam yadayu. In this manner, may I live my years which have been allocated by the Lord for me as a positive contributor to the society. Vyashema devahitam yadayu. Yadayuhu, whatever lifespan, devahitam, has been allocated to me by the divinities. May it be spent in this manner. Life is too precious to be wasted. Swastina Indro Vriddashrava. Vriddashrava. Vriddashrava means ones whose Shravas. Shravas means glory. Vriddha is vast. Meaning one who is of an enormous fame. Who? The Indra Devta. May that Indra of great fame bless me with all auspiciousness. So these are all divinities. So Indra, Vayu, Varuna. Next one, Swastina Pusha Vishwavedaha. Pushan is referring to sun. Vishwavedaha, the all-knower. The sun which illumines the whole world, the knower of everything. Bless me with all auspiciousness. Swastina Starkshyo Arishtanemihi. Arishtanemi refers to Garuda. Arishtanemi refers also to Bhagavan Vishnu. So Nemi is Gati. Arishta is which is not blocked, which cannot be curtailed. Garuda Devata, whose movement is very swift. It's called Arishtanemi, Garuda Devata. May he bless me with all auspiciousness. Auspiciousness in thought, word, and deed. May my thoughts be auspicious. May my deeds be auspicious. May my words be auspicious. May it be good. May it bring to society, good to society, to my family, to the nation, to the world at large, and also to myself. Let all that emanate from me be auspicious. Let Indra bless me. Let the Lord Sun bless me. Let Garuda bless me. Arishta Nemi, as I said, first is Garuda because of swift motion. Nemi also refers to disc. So Arishta Nemi means what? Arishta is enemy, one more meaning. So Arishta Nemi means what? That which puts an end to all inimical thoughts, words and feelings. My own thoughts can become my enemy. Usually my own thoughts are my enemies. More than any other enemy outside, I am an enemy to myself by my own thoughts, word and deed. Arishtanemi, one who dispels all these inimicals, thoughts, for words and feelings. So that deity which is like a discus, a chakra, to all that which is inimical, referring to Vishnu, Bhagavan Vishnu. May he bless me with that kind of auspiciousness. Swastino Brahaspatir Dadatu. Brahaspati is the guru of the Devatas. So may he also bless me with auspiciousness. In this way, referring to the Lord in his universal form as Ishvara, and referring to the deities who are all individual manifestations of the Lord as cosmic forces, both the Guru and all the students, the Guru and the Sishyas, in the Vedic context, they all chant together, invoking divine grace and blessings for all auspiciousness in their lives, so that their thought, word and deed, their entire life is a manifestation of the abundant divinity through their every facet of life. So this is a prayer which is chanted before the beginning of the Upanishad. So we also will be chanting this Shanti mantra before every session we start. And then we go into the text. And from the next session onwards, we'll also have some brahmacharin here who will be teaching you all also the chanting of the mantras, so that not only you study the meaning, but you also know at the end of the course how to chant a Upanishad. Do you think that's a good idea? But for which you have to come 10 minutes before. 10-15 minutes before you please come. I think that this is our culture, right? And this is our Vedas, right? And it's ours. It is your paramparya. This is our maternal, paternal wealth, so to say, coming through generation. From timeless times they are coming. So if you are chanting Om Bhadrang Karne Vishnuyama Deva, you are in sync with the Vedic rishis who have chanted this. Each one of us are chanting a mantra which has been chanted in our nation from time immemorial. We are inheritors of this great knowledge. This Upanishad is one of the most beautiful Upanishads, Mundaka Upanishad, which we will be studying. So shall we all chant the mantra together and conclude? Om Bhadrang Karne Vishnuyama Deva Bhadram Pashe Makshabhirya Jatra Sthirairangai Stuštuvagum Sastanubihi Vyashema Devahitam Yadayuhu Swasti na Indro Vruddhashravah Swasti na Pusha Vishvavedah Swasti nastarksho Arishtanemihi Swasti no Brahaspatir. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.